Hey guys, in the last video we created a sample application and we went to OpenAI website and created a sample account, and then we created API keys, the tokens, and then we created a sample code, put the keys inside that one, and then made some few prompts just to see how the end-to-end solution work. For testing purpose that is good enough, but if you need to continue using that one for commercial or for um, additional number of requests, the free model is not good enough. You need to go and add the credit so that you can make more number of requests there. Alternate approach to that one is, instead of creating the tokens, we can directly download those models and then install those things into the local machine and use the computational resources of your own organization and then run these models there. Another side of this whole equation is, if you are running these models, LLMs, locally, you are not sending any organization data over the network or out of the network. This has been a big concern into like large companies and some of the agencies as well. They don't want to share their data. So this consideration is, uh, we get the models from the public space and then customize it, add more data, and make them more specialized for any particular domain kind of stuff. But the LLM itself will be running into the local organization network, so data will not be shared out of that network. To explore this option, we are going to use LLM runtime framework. It's called Ollama. We are going to download that and put that into the local machine and then use this runtime framework to run different LLMs locally, and then we can play around that one and see how different options goes there. So it's pretty straightforward. We'll go to the official website of Ollama, download that one, and then pull the image of that LLM and then start running into the local machine there. Let's start. So step one, we will go to internet and simply download Ollama. In the first page itself, you will see the download page. You click on the download, and based on your environment, you start downloading. Like for example, right now I'm running into Windows, so it will start download. But anyways, I'm going to cancel because it's already been downloaded in my machine. Once download, follow the prompts and do the installation, and then you will see the app is available into your local operating system. Before we go to operating system and run it locally, let me walk you through this website to give you more familiarity how these things are set up. So if you see on the top, there is a tab called models. So the number of this is more like a registry for the models. Every single day, thousands of models are being published and added to the public workspace. Each model, even though there is some overlapping, but most of these models, they are developed for some particular domain and they are specialized in that category. That's like their base for that one. You can see on the drop down, you can sort them by their popularity, the newest one, or those kind of stuff, and some basic information is already there. Let's take one of them for an example. Let's say Llama 3. You can go and look into the number of downloads. It has been downloaded. The pull request is 10.4 million, and it has 8 billion parameter configuration is there, and 70 billion parameter configuration is also there. So let's go inside. So there are different tags available. If you see here, the latest, this is 3.8 billion one. This is the latest tag available, which we are going to download. It's pretty big in size. It's like 4.7 GB, which is going to download in your local machine. So make sure you have enough space. And the command is also given there. It works very similar to Docker. So you just need to copy this command and then go to the command prompt and try to run that one. So we have selected this one. Now let me get out of here. Once you're done with the installation, if you go to your local machine and if you do Ollama, you will see an app installed there. There are two ways you can use Ollama runtime to run different LLM in the local machine. One of that is the graphical interface, where you simply come to this graphical user interface and then choose the model here. So you will see a drop down of all the models are available. And for example, if you want to narrow down with, let's say, Ollama 3, let's see, we try to find something from, okay, 3.2. Llama 3.2, right now it is connected. Without downloading anything, we can start typing or chatting with this model and see how it works. Let me write something. Okay, tell me a joke about software developers. All right, it's thinking, trying to pull some information, but this whole thing is running in my local machine, so there is no network connectivity going on out of my local network. Very first time when you're trying to make a request, it takes longer because some of the resources it is going to download locally. I'll show you in a second. But subsequent request is going to be quick, and it won't take that long. All right, it got why do software developers prefer dark mode? Because light attacks. That is a good one. All right, so yeah, so it is working. One thing is, if you go to settings, under that one location to remember, if you see the model location, let me copy this one. So this is a place where models are being downloaded from internet, and the LLMs they reside here. And in case you need to free up some resources or something, this is the place you have to go. Let me bring it here. So if you go under that one, you'll see the manifest. Under manifest, this is a registry, the Ollama, whatever the models you downloaded, go under that library. And I, in last few minutes, I tried these three models, and all three of them, they have been downloaded here. So I did not find any easy way to download these kind of stuff, but what I am just doing is you just go and grab it, and whatever the content under this directory, just delete it, and it will reclaim the resources in case you have to do that one. All right, so this is one way you can play around and try different models, but this is a less frequently used method where people use the graphical user interface. The more common is, let me just download this one and then bring the terminal. Okay, I am here in the terminal, and what we need to do is step one. We are going to validate whether installation is successful or not, and the path is there. Let's try those things. So number one, Ollama version. All right, so this is installed here. Now what we will do is go to the website again, and we were exploring Llama 3. I'll just copy this command, Ollama run, go back here and then put it here and run it. So it's trying to download the manifest. It should be quick because I have already tried it, but very first time it takes a little bit longer because it has to download 4.7 GB data in the local machine. By the time it is downloading, if you go further into it, there is a lot of interesting information there. It shows you the number of download, what is the main specialization area for this model, what it does, and then it also do some quick comparison if you need to compare with other, like for example, it's giving you the comparison with GPT 4 or 5. So it gives you a lot of information if you are trying to find out what kind of model is suitable for my particular business domain. This website, it provides a lot of context, and that could be a good place to start with. All right, so this is almost done verifying. All right, Writing manifest is successful. Yep, it is there. Just finish that one, and you see a new directory is created there. That's where the contents has been downloaded. Okay, it's ready to use, and now see it's under the prompt and it's asking for to send a message here. All right. Let me ask here some question. What is the capital of the United States? Okay, this communication is working, and it find out the capital of the United States is Washington DC. All right, this communication work, and similarly you can try different models, and you don't need to pay for any per request model, and same is the case, you're not sending any data outside of your network. As I said earlier, going forward our strategy will be we are going to create, we are going to take one LLM from the public domain, and then we are going to do some additional training in the subsequent videos, and then try to use that one as more specialized in a particular business domain, and then do further tune up on that one. We'll continue to explore on that one. There is one more aspect of this. So number one, you can directly use that through the API keys, which we did earlier, and pay to that company. That's one way. Second option is uh, most of these vendors, the AI companies, they have created the graphical user interface. For example, if you see GPT, that's the name of the model, which is 4 or 5 or those kind of stuff, right? um, they have created the UI. If either you can use communicate through the API, so either use as a token, or second option is they have the website, like for example if you go to chatgpt.com, chatgpt is the name of the website, like the graphical user interface, um, that use the GPT model. That's the second option. Similarly, Meta also has given UI, you can use that one. Basic limited usage, that is free, but if you have to continue use that one, you need to pay for that one. Third option is you can download the model. If it is freely available, use Ollama, run it in the local machine, and that way you can work. Fourth option is there are some cloud vendors. For example, if you see AWS, some of the services are written. They have created an abstraction for you where you directly communicate with AWS native services. We will explore in next videos, and directly use them as an abstraction. Behind the scene, AWS native services take care about the pricing model and the connectivity and scalability, all those kind of stuff they take care. But overall concept is still same. If you are using AWS, and AWS is using like GPT or Meta model or those kind of stuff. So that is another way of doing that one. The fifth option is there are more abstractions has been created that simplifies the process, which is more like a Hugging Face and that kind of stuff. That the concept is still same. It is just that one extra layer of API abstraction is created where things are relatively straightforward and easy, especially for the beginners. Uh, the sixth one is we will also try to explore a little bit about the LangChain. That one more time, that is another level of abstraction, which is more of the open source version for these communications, and the small scale application, they can use the LangChain and those kind of stuff. That is good enough to start with. But anyways, that's we will explore all these options one by one. So the point here is there are millions of images available for these LLMs, and every single day this count is going up and up. So many companies are developing more and more. So there is not just one way how do you use them. You can use them whatever suits your need and based on your level of expertise. But for the sake of completion, we'll go through all of them and explore more into the next videos. Thank you very much.